We're about to go live. I'm gonna talk to you on this one. So I mean, they playing around. They put fake reports in on what the content's not. YouTube's gonna see it's a lie. That's my thing. And I already spoke with YouTube about this. I spoke with people who do these things that are able to get by doing them, and they already told me that stuff's going to be dealt with. And they told me further steps if other things aren't in line. But guys, do you see what's happening? Why it's getting shut off? Because when you start telling the truth, these guys start hitting the button like, oh, he's starting to, yeah, because you're putting my picture out and you're doing funny stuff. Chris, what is your thoughts on the title of SEO content strategist?
My thoughts is somebody's playing a very manipulative game here, and for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all, if it's justice for John, then that's what exactly what it is. It's justice
exactly.
For John. Nobody came out of pocket and said anything or just trying to tell lies to people or mislead anybody.
Exactly.
We're not misleading. We're not misleading. We're here. We're all talking. We're not here begging for money. We're not doing none of that stuff. We're here talking. This is what we do. I found this channel months and months and months ago. This is the channel that was the right channel, talking about the incident. I found TheCzarr. I followed, subscribe, and I haven't and I have no regrets. No regrets. I never felt as a commenter that TheCzarr was putting a fast one on me or anybody. You know, and again, this comes down to also freedom of speech. We can write what we want. We can say what we want. We can give constructive criticism. But when people are trying to take that away, that's when your eyes got to open up and go, wait a minute, why are we being judged for something that we're doing that's natural? That's natural. This is not just us. There's plenty of people talking about this around the world.
That's what
we're just doing it on the platform.
That's what I don't understand. There's so many people talking about it, yet you can find larger YouTubers that are questioning me, asking me, is it because, I don't know, we're talking about something that's real? And because I'm not just here doing readings, saying fortune told, doing clickbait, he's still here over there in those forests. Even, I don't understand. I mean, when you do that, you let me know I'm on the right track. What I have here must be true. And there's things like that are making certain claims like these guys are doing. I'm not even doing it because I don't know it to be fact. And by the time I say it, they can say, oh, he knows, and switch it up. So I'm watching it follow till certain events happen, then I speak on it. But if I'm thinking of an SEO content strategist, you have all the resources to switch and change around the narrative to do things a certain way. For instance, I am aware of algorithms that work on social media. So when something releases, I can rush people to speak on it. Number one, the way algorithms work with YouTube is interaction with the comments. When I interact with the comments, that's part of the algorithm. Even that acts shaky sometime nowadays. But when I do, it boosts things. But in this particular situation, I'm looking at a person with this specialty I called out in the beginning. And I said, something's not right about you. Everybody else was wilding out. Like, why are you saying that? Why are you doing that? Now I find out what they do for a craft. And it's really suspect. Like, hold up. You're a what? All we know you to do is play music. But literally, I'm finding out that you work with social media and you do it for many other people. So how is you interacting with other things so closely not a conflict of interest? Even you to speak on this subject's a conflict of interest, to do anything because you work with online personalities such as myself and accept money to help boost what they're putting out. So I'm supposed to believe you have no ties or interaction to TMZ at all? Never have spoken to him ever? Allegedly say you haven't. So I'm not so supposed to find a suspect that I called out people like Victor, that I called out people like Amari, who allegedly was the pseudo news anchor, when there's information that you're working with and getting from certain people is not in connection to mess up what we do here. That you're not talking about personal things with some of these people slandering me. Matter of fact, I know you two have had a conversation. I'm not going to go into detail. I know you have already. Just because of certain things. I'm not even going to go into that, because when I told you, listen, when a fake source came to me that showed their character fake, everything they said could have been real. I had a conversation with my original sources. I told them, you guys are my originals. Just sit back, let me talk with this person. They looked into you. They said, Czarr, be careful. This person has an agenda. I said, they seem genuine. Let's just give them a try. Maybe that's where I'm wrong. I called that out. But I always stuck to my original sources. That's why you really can't. What are you going to do? I don't need you. I've shown that. This information I have here, it's on the money. And I don't even think you knew that. This stuff, or you knew it and you were trying to drive me away from understanding or getting to this level of information. Because this is people's real names I'm seeing. So everyone wants to shout my government. No one will ever come up with these names as your real name. Never. It's just too out there. No one would ever think that. I wasn't even calling out Victor's real name, let alone Panama's, when I could have did that back in October, November. But you see the funny style things. Why move funny if someone's moving authentic? That's how I know y'all ain't real. Because y'all do funny style stuff when you're like, well, he's not calling out my name. He's building it about this online persona I made. And it's not even like you two have a channel. You just have some random nickname you got because you like a band, or you wanted to put Victor Freeze. I don't know what you wanted to have it. Like, I don't know whether you're a Batman fan. I don't know whether you're a baseball fan. But you guys have such generic names and you react to everything I'm talking about. And it seems to happen every time, including the channels. And that's the thing. You guys can grow, but the narrative you build doesn't define me. It doesn't define what I do. Of course, matter of fact, because they hate that this channel looks to build and we use the method of donation, even though it's used in the politics, donate, $, capital THE, capital CZARR. Like and subscribe. Stop playing with me. Yeah, you don't say nothing when the politicians that have $1 million per year contracts, before they even take a donation to run for Senate or whatever they run for. Oh, we'll donate to that. Does that make sense? You're just too dull and dumb to see a perfect business model. And shout out to all my politicians. You see these lames over here trying to call that out like, oh, we do that in politics all the time. Well, let's get political with it. Because if we're really going to go there and you really want to push me out, I'm going to drop everybody's real name, places they used to be. I know why people can't track you down, your history. People don't know who you are, never heard of you. I know why. I know why. You were somewhere else. Best believe when we went there, we found out stuff. I'm just going to say that. You got the... I'm telling you, man. That's why I stick with originals. CommenterNation originals stand up. Originals. For real. They've been here. They know. I link up with people. Chris, if we look at this, the way the things have worked out, do you find it odd that people that said they were on the scene of the crime at the very beginning are not on a witness list. Isn't that strange?
Yeah, very strange. And anybody that's woke would see that and question it.
It's like,
again, it's because you have the platform to do it, but that doesn't mean that people aren't talking and seeing that and like, wait a minute, why is this strange? Why are these people not on the list? Why are these people posting these things? Who are they, and how did they get to become the chosen ones to be there at that same time?
Very interesting.
Nothing is coincidence.
And it's just funny. It's just funny because you want to know something that's interesting to me? Something about a shark bite. What's interesting to me about a shark bite is that when a shark bites, usually they're not going for you in one go. They're going one part at a time to go at you. And the same way I noticed someone has moved, they move like that on this X situation. So where we're talking about one issue at a time, they've done that same thing with building up respect and clout. First, it was someone supporting what I had in the very beginning. Then they tried to turn tail on me and go for a bite when I mentioned a certain person's username that's not their real name. And I said, that's so strange. I was like, I'm not mentioning no one's real name. What's their problem? Then they tried to come back around for a second bite in the comments when I personally talked them down. I talked them down in the comments. They tried to come back. What did we do, dummy? We found a picture, not trying to be smart, of you and your child. Then you wanted to say you're suing. After all you said, even threats, we found a picture of you and your kid. You didn't want no problems then. Matter of fact, you said, I'm getting law enforcement on you. I still have the messages. So you can take that route. But when I get aggressive, oh, he's getting aggressive. Oh. But you can say what you want and do what you want. Till I start pulling up pictures like, I told you not to play with me. You put my personal information out. Here you go. I had it. And I still just showed you. I didn't put it out. I didn't post it online like, this is the woman here saying this about me. But I showed you. And you got shook. You were like, that's how I knew my agent was authentic. So you thought my agent was fake. No, it's authentic. This is way before any of this fake source stuff been authentic. I just let them step up to see what they do, but I always prepare for them to turn tail on me. If you ain't come from the mud with people, you really don't know how they're going to be. Then again, someone from the mud can turn around and try and consume you because they're taking losses. I get that. I get that. But I don't move that way. I move authentic. I link up with people. I'm not going to fake on these people. You know what I mean? I look to achieve for everyone that has given to me. And that's part of the difference between me and a lot of people. And what makes me curious, how are you in your mid to late 40s riding around all day with businesses accruing money? That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. Traveling back and forth, something's not right. And I know Agent M gave me the heads up. I won't disrespect you and come back to you having you do more investigations because I called it off in the beginning because I took my full trust of this person. I'm going to call up the other agents. We're going to figure out how that's happening because I'm sensing some type of federal presence in this person, and your interaction has been very unlawful, even down to the things you've tried to do, making lies and stuff. I got to figure out what's going on. Because when people are posting me up, I know you can't do that. And it seems like I have to basically let Instagram know I'm not playing so they take care of you. Because you're not going to have my photos up. And here's the thing. You can post them and talk, but you're slandering me in the talk. You can't do that. I had lawyers go through and look at your stuff. You're totally illegal. They said, is this person a lawyer? I was like, This is what their claims are. He's like, there's no way. He said, there's no way they're a lawyer. He said, if they were a lawyer, and with the information they gave you on the backside, not only could they be disbarred because it has to do with a trial, an active trial, but they wouldn't get this information unless they had entrance into somewhere. So my ducks are in a row with that. So when you're using my picture and people, they downloaded you using my picture, dummy. You can't hide it now. All I need to do is have it federally IP address checked and show them, look, this person's releasing my government. They're linking up with people that are suspect in this murder trial. Oh my gosh, you get connected to that person and that thing, along with the conversations I recorded from you recently. See, I'm behind the scenes doing things with your conversations you don't know. Why'd you think I switched the number up on you? This is a special number. This is a special phone. I switch it up. You can switch your numbers up all you want. It's never going to change your real name of who you really are, who I'm never going to release, because I have respect. I'm a man of respect. If I wasn't a man of respect, the fraternity would disband me. I wouldn't be here. I'm a man of respect. So I'm gonna let you do that. And you can say keep playing and stuff. I already have you did the rights with what you've done and how many people you got involved. Here's what's funny. When one person goes down, it seems to be a lot more people dropping with them. In this X case, we're seeing that. When one person goes down, a lot more are going with them. From the way they got the suspects to many other things, you must be confused. You gotta be confused. Someone who deals with SEO. You think I don't know about SEO? I know how that works, marketing different things, the way you're getting in. You know I'm a programmer, right? So you know I deal with code, right? So you may know how to set things up to gain traction, but I know the system you're using to set it up. Are you stupid? You got me confused. And I haven't even done certain stuff because I know that type of stuff's illegal and that can be tracked. There's only one way to not do it and not be tracked, and I'm not going to speak about it, because if I have to utilize it, I'll utilize it. But these type of things go with the major in education of what I do. I'm not even doing what the major it is I'm doing. I'm doing it because it's right. If one of these women in my comment section, if one of you lost your son, would you not want to know exactly what's going on if something was covering it up? You would be getting sleepless nights. You would be sitting up like, I can't believe my son's gone. You probably would be sitting in a room remembering, reminiscing over your son. So why is some old dusty women trying to prevent me from doing this? What stake do they have? Exactly. You'd want to know everything. But it seems they don't care. All they care about is their organization saying or supporting, covering for someone. I think their hands are in someone's pocket, in my opinion. I don't know whether it's blackmail. I'm going to find out. But I don't know what kind of funny dealings you got going on. But I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out. Because to date, to my knowledge, just off the information you handed me privately about his mother, you can get sued from that just because off the strength of the level of information you access using what it is you do as a profession to access it. There's no way you can get away with that. That would be like an officer of law going into the office, printing out a rap sheet on someone, giving it to their enemy so they have their rap sheet. Really? Because I told you from the jump, my series is for justice, but I will have no problem using your government, using your personal information like you did to me and running a series on your life. We could start from the birth of you all the way to the first time you got laid, to your divorce, to everything. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to put up. That's what I'm putting out there. And it's like you're calling up other people, trying to make them seem you're scared. And you know that doesn't work for me. You know I'm not playing around. Threatening people because they come on my platform. That's a fact. That's a fact. So that's what I'm trying to say. You're making threats to people for coming on my platform. And again, I spoke with not only one of the people's mother, it seems like a lot of the parents are getting threats because I reach out to them. I wonder why that is. Why are they getting threats? Now, understand what you speak in a narrative about me and what it is I'm trying to speak about, and them getting threats on their life. I link you to that. And I'll be able to link you in a federal way that I'm saying I tried to speak to these people. And when they did, they'll validate their threats came. And your interaction was right before the threats came. That's what I'm trying to say. You're putting threats on their life. And one of the parents is already gone. I got y'all. I got y'all. I don't know how else to say it. That's a red flag. You can't make threat, and that's what you don't understand. You people make verbal threats and stuff like people don't save that. And it could go a year, 2 years, even 5 years from now. You think that can't come back to put you in jail? Are you stupid? Now let me tell you something. You guys say you're affiliated with law, knowing law. No, I know law. It doesn't matter if it's 10 years later. Off of that type of stuff, it could take that long to build a foolproof case to put 30 people away. Are you stupid? All these people you're stringing into your game to try and prevent knowledge or prevent someone from speaking, which is their constitutional right. So you not only interfere with their constitutional right, but you make a premeditated threat on them. Are you dumb? I really don't know how else to say it. It's just not smart. And claim to be a professional, it's a little shaky. Who's really sounding like the criminal? Really? I don't have to make no threats. Never had to. I'm just letting you know. It's shaky. You can delete it on your social media, but it won't delete from them. They already got copies of it, and I've seen most of it, and it's foul, and it's not smart. And if it doesn't bite you now, it's gonna bite you later, just like a shark. You know who you rocking with. Your boy Czarr, all rights reserved. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Share. You already know how I rock. I need you guys to figure out some of the information I put up there in between the things. And if they're making threats, if stuff's happening, number one, you know where you can reach me. Here's the funny thing. You know where you can reach me. CZARR_ all rights reserved. You can reach me any time of the day. Stop acting brand new. You know where you can reach me, right? On Instagram, the same place, you know where you can reach me. So if you're authentic, instead of painting a narrative, have that conversation. But you're not built for that. I know y'all ain't built for that. But that's why I'm saying it, because I know you're not. You don't want to have a conversation. You don't want to chop it up. You want to paint a narrative behind someone's back. That's okay. That very interaction will be the undoing of you. I'm telling you. You should have looked at who I was speaking with before you went ahead and did the things you did. Also claiming you have ties to law, we're going to find out. You know how I rock. You got me confused all day, all rights reserved.